Alright guys, finishing up on 1 and 2 step equations. We are going to finish going over the second part of your notes. So if you look here, we're still working on equations. You're still going to draw the line down from the equation mark. Actually, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to undo my addition and subtraction. So I'm going to undo the -7, which means I'm going to add 7 to both sides. That gives me x divided by 2. And that's still equal to 9 plus 7. So we are going to have 16. And then we have to get rid of the division. So the opposite of division is multiply. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. So that cancels because that's like over 1. So the 2's cancel. X equals 32. Again, you want to check it. 32 divided by 2 is 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. So that one checks out. All right, number 14, draw my line down from my equal sign. I want to get rid of the addition, so get rid of the plus 8. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. And I'm going to have 11 minus 8 is 3. I still have the c divided by -5. And I need to get rid of the -5. So since I'm dividing here, the opposite of divide is multiply. I'm going to multiply both sides by -5. C equals -15. So check it out. -15 divided by -5 is plus 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. All right, number 15, draw your line. I need to add 22 to both sides because I'm solving for x. Oh, sorry, you need to subtract 22 because you're already adding 22. And plus 22 and minus 22 cancel, and we're trying to get x by itself. So subtract first. And then 28 minus 22 is 6. And then I have a fraction, so to get rid of this fraction, I need to multiply by the reciprocal. 3/5, the reciprocal of 3/5 is 5/3. All right, 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 divided by 15 is 1. So again, we multiply by the reciprocal to get the variable by itself on that side. All right, now we have 6 times 5/3. Okay, you can put 6 over 1 if you want. The 6 and the 3 can be reduced. And then 2 times 5 is 10. All right, 3/5 of 10. 3 times 10 is 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6. 6 plus 22 is 28. Okay, so a little mental math there. All right, number 16. We are going to subtract 1. Get rid of that 1 first. We have -1/3 m comes down. Don't lose the sign. Don't lose the variable. Don't lose anything. We're not changing the problem. We're just solving by rewriting using our inverse properties. All right, now we're adding 2 negatives. When we multiply 2 negatives, we get a positive. But when we add 2 negatives, -7 minus 1 or -7 plus -1, it's like spending money. You spend $7, you go spend another $1, you've spent $8. So that's still a negative number there. So be careful with your positive and negatives. All right, -1/3. I need to multiply by the reciprocal. I need this to be positive, so I have to multiply by the negative as well. And the reciprocal of 1/3 is 3 over 1. So -3 over 1. Negative times a negative is positive. Bring down my m. And I have negative 8 times negative 3, which is positive 24. So again, when you're adding negatives here, it stays negative. When you're multiplying negatives, it becomes positive. All right, so negative 1/3 m. A third of 24 is 8. And then the negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7. So again, that checks out. All right, moving on to number 17. Bring down my line from my equal sign. I've got a negative 10, so I need to add 10 on both sides. I'm going to have 7/4 p come down. Sorry, my writing's sloppy on this computer, but I'm doing the best I can here. All right, negative 38 plus 10 is negative 28. Writing on my computer is a little harder than writing on the board, but we're making do, aren't we? All right, so multiplying by the reciprocal, 7/4. The reciprocal of 7/4 is 4/7. And 4/7 times 7/4 equals 1, so bring down my p. And then again, I can put this over 1. Negative 28 divided by 7 is negative 4. That reduces to negative 4, and negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. All right, and this one you can check 7/4 times negative 16. Thinking that's negative 28. Might want to check me on that. And then minus 10 would be negative 38. So yes, that appears to work. All right, here we have 9. If there's no sign there, I told you it's a positive, so I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So if I subtract 9 from both sides, 15 minus 9 is 6. Bring down my equal sign, and then bring down the negative 1/2 x. I'm solving for x, that's my variable, so I need to multiply by the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of negative 1/2 is negative 2. Negative 2. All right, negative 1/2 and negative 2 give me just 1x, which is just x. And negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. And half of negative 12 is negative 6 times another negative is positive 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. So that one checks. All right, moving on down, it gets a little bit more complicated because these are not more complicated, but just a little different because you have to think of the rules in a different order. All right, so the examples below are different in that multiplication and division is done first, okay, followed by addition and subtraction. And why is that? Because of the division sign here. All right, so what we're going to do is first look at this division sign kind of like parentheses. It's grouping that whole top together, so we need to get rid of the bottom first. So let's multiply by 8. And that gets rid of our fraction. So we're going to bring down x plus 11 equals negative 3 times 8 is negative 24. And then I just subtract 11 to finish it up. So x equals negative 24 minus 11. That gives me 5, 3, negative. All right, so go ahead and check it. Plug it in and make sure it works. All right, over here I need to get rid of the negative 2. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 2. Bring down my n minus 5. Negative 7 and negative 2 is positive 14. And then add 5 to both sides. So n equals 19. All right, make sure you check it. I've kind of already checked these, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up so that you get all of these examples for your notes. All right, multiply both sides by the denominator, which is negative 6. Okay, bring down the a minus 13. And then negative 6 times positive 1 is negative 6. Anything times 1 is itself. And then add 13 to both sides. A equals positive 7. All right, again, you can plug it in and check it. I've already checked it, and I'm trying to just get through the video. You can pause this at any time if you need to take notes. All right, so multiply by the denominator, which is 9. That's the same as 9 over 1, so top and bottom cancels. W plus 8 comes down, and 9 times 4 gives me 36. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. W equals 36 minus 8 is 28. All right, again, you can plug it in and check it. Have a good day.